Warning, the podcast which you're about to listen to may cause side-splitting laughter. Listening discretion is highly advised.
What? Shut up and be quiet.
Oh, don't talk to me like that.
We're back.
Shit.
Yes, y'all know me. Season 2, Episode 5. Who we got today?
Hey, it's your boy Captain Sully. We back like we never left.
And I see we got a special guest today, my man. Introduce yourself. What's your name?
My name is DJ Syon, Lawrence Syon to be exact.
Lawrence Syon. I met Lawrence Syon, DJ, a couple weeks ago. One of the things that stood out to me is that he was well-spoken, and he actually looks like he takes care of himself, which I always appreciate seeing. I'm glad you decided to come on out. You ready, man?
I'm ready, man.
Good deal. Sully, what do we have this week, man?
Yo, first and foremost, we got the headlines. We're going to give you the latest from the week that was. As usual, we got to play the blame game. You know why? Because our problems are never our own, and we got to blame somebody for our mishaps. We're going to play Fire or Keep 90 seconds. This should be good. We're going to play DJ Syon's first top 5 DJs, and then I'm going to break the news to you, and that's what it's going to be.
Already, man, I'm excited. Looks like it's going to be a good show. Y'all stick around. We'll be right back.
Chill.
Well, damn, man. Welcome right on back. Season 2, Episode 5. As y'all know, we got DJ Syon here. We also have Captain Sully in the building.
You already know what it is.
Y'all know I normally lead with the headlines every week, but Sully did bring something interesting to my attention, so I want to go ahead and go over that. Sully, what you got for the folks this week, man?
This one hit close to home. So there's a video circulating on Twitter, and it's a substitute teacher, not a regular teacher, a substitute teacher, and yes, she's black.
Okay.
Look like she's from the hood.
Okay.
She was rocking this kid to sleep with the right hands.
Uh-oh.
So according to Twitter and social media, is the kid dropped the N-bomb on her with the hard R, not the A, with the hard R, which I don't care who you are, you don't say that word.
Yeah.
And then tried to like throw a quick little jab on her. Teacher says, homie, don't play that. And started rocking this kid to sleep, like threw a couple of rights, dragged this kid out the desk and stomped him.
Oh no!
I don't know what was going on. I'm like, damn, this is at Lehman High School.
So where's Lehman High School?
So for those of you who don't know where Lehman is, like, see, me personally, I live in San Marcos. 1 town up is Kyle, Texas.
Okay.
Small little suburb, little rinky-dink town.
Okay.
But 2 of the 2 schools in the city. If you live on the west side of I-35, you go to Hayes High School.
Okay.
If you live on the east side of I-35, you go to Lehman.
Okay.
So this is on the east side, and I don't know what it is, but east side is synonymous with hood. It don't matter where you go. East side San Antonio, east side Austin, east side Seguin. Yeah. But the east side is synonymous with, hey, look, we ain't about that life.
You're right, because every time someone calls me Lil Ray, I say, don't forget from the east side.
Exactly, I'm telling you. So I saw the video on Twitter. I'm like, okay, this has got to be a joke, right? No, like this teacher was just rocking this kid, threw him off the desk, stomped him, and then strutted off like nothing ever happened. I'm like, bruh.
So they hire all the batshit crazy people down at Lehman, huh?
I can promise you this substitute teacher will never step foot in our high school again. Ever again.
DJ Syon, what do you think causes that? Like kids getting bold and speaking out of turn, and then in turn teachers lighting them up. What do you think is the cause of that?
You know, if you ain't gonna whoop your kid's ass, somebody gonna whoop your kid's ass for you. That's what's going on. If you ain't gonna whoop your kid's ass, somebody else gonna do it. Your kid should know better to be calling another black person or adult, anybody, like a nigga. Like, come on, fam. Like, you deserve all the hands in the world.
Yo, so I was saying this earlier, in the pre-show, as I call it. I'm like, our generation, like the DJ Syon, Ray Patt, even Hightower, like our generation, we don't tolerate that. And so a lot of the older generation, be nice. No. These kids after us, they were raised on Migos, walk it like I talk it. We was raised on Crime Mob, nuck if you buck. And kids, listen to the show, buck wisely, because we will rock your shit to sleep, fam. I'm not even playing with you. Do not do that.
If you feel froggy, don't jump here, huh?
Do not. And you feeling hyper, nigga, I got your Adderall, bro. I'm gonna put you down for a minute.
Good deal. Well, moving on, man. We live right here in Austin, Texas, man. I've got a question for y'all.
I'm listening.
Y'all know that I don't like the Longhorns.
Oh, man.
Right?
Here we go. Here we go.
I ain't got nothing to hide. Shit, why? Right? The thing that I've noticed, though, is that after pronouncing that they were all of a sudden back, UT looks average again. The last time they looked average, they got Charlie Strong about the paint. My question is, how long until they chase Tom Herman out the paint?
Honestly, I think he gets one more year. He gets one. I can't say it on the air, but we know why.
Oh.
Let's be real. We know why.
Okay.
He gets one more year. He gets one more year to be mediocre. If he's not pulling off at least a New Year's Eve 6, a Sugar Bowl, Rose Bowl, national title, they're gonna buy him out. Some of the supporters are gonna start a GoFundMe, and they're gonna buy out his contract, and they're gonna get him out of there. Like I said, we know why he gonna get one more year.
Yeah.
I can't say that, but he gonna get one more year.
I got you.
And after that, he's out of there. Like that's what it's gonna be.
DJ Syon, what do you think?
I agree too. He gets one more year. Biggest thing on his resume is the Georgia win. It's looking kind of fluky right now. He might get another shot at Oklahoma if he don't win today. It's gonna be all bad, man.
Yeah.
Texas football is very, very serious. We not playing. Texas wants to win, and I mean they got a little bit closer, but it ain't enough.
Yeah. Especially when you produce the revenue that they produce, it's not enough to be an average football team at the best. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
Like, I think if you're quick to fire Charlie, you should probably be just as quick to fire Tom. I don't understand why he's gonna get one more year. I mean, I get it, but it's still, I don't think it's right, man. They need to do something with that. Speaking of college football, though, the first rankings were released last week, and we saw that Sully's boys, Ohio State.
You already know what it is.
First, followed by LSU,
Oh my God.
Alabama, and
got something
Penn
to say?
State. DJ, talk to us, man. What do you think on the first week of the college football?
Before you
playoffs?
add this, choose your words wisely, because I am definitely an Ohio State fan. So
I
definitely-
like Ohio State. I like
Okay,
Justin
bet.
Fields.
That's all I gotta say.
I do. I just don't feel like they played anybody yet.
Wow.
And the Big Ten is just, it's not where it used to be
Okay.
at all.
The disrespect. I tell you what.
Ain't no disrespect when y'all play against top teams, y'all don't do nothing.
Ooh, don't show up.
I mean, like, it's for real. You don't show up.
So honestly, people were shading. We're quick to judge because they Clemson's on number 5, but I feel like Clemson has the best spot, and here's why. LSU plays Bama today. As we record, LSU plays Bama later tonight. Not this week because they play Maryland, but Ohio State next week plays Penn State. So if Clemson just wins out, they will be in the top 4.
Yeah.
They will be. So people are like, oh, Clemson's undefeated. They're defending national champions. They're on number 5. But Clemson sits in the best spot because I don't see Clemson losing the rest of their season. Like I said, LSU plays Bama. Penn State sets to Ohio State, possibly twice. No, I lied. They're in the same division. I lied. So honestly, whoever wins that game, I'm predicting whoever wins between Ohio State and Penn State, the winner is going to go on to the Big Ten title game.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
I believe
Clemson's sitting pretty at number 5. So if people are criticizing, like, just pay attention. They're sitting pretty at number 5. They are going to end up in the top 4 regardless. So they're going to have a legitimate shot to defend their title.
I got you.
And that's what it's going to be. So people who are criticizing Clemson in the top 5, just shut up.
I
You're
think
fine.
my only quarrel with it is that I'm from the school of you don't lose your spot until you lose.
I feel that.
And being that the last time we saw Clemson face Alabama, I believe Clemson was the winner. Is that correct?
You're absolutely correct.
So how are they not the number 1 team? Right?
You ain't played nobody like DJ
But
Syon said.
when they played, it was for the national championship.
You're right, but when
so if the last time I beat a dominant team is in the national championship, then you should automatically know that when I come, I am ready. How do I lose my spot?
When you beat an unranked UNC by 1 point.
It
Because
doesn't
Charlie
matter.
should, because you know, was it? Because
It doesn't matter.
No, it does
lose.
matter. It definitely does matter. You can't be the defending champions and
But
the
I
number 1 team in the
didn't
country.
lose.
It don't
There's
matter.
gonna be close games.
It's
I
getting hot.
did
No,
not
it's
lose.
We're serious.
no. You won by 1 point. Like, you should have blew out UNC. Yes, it's Mac Brown. He went back to his alma mater. But when you play an undefeated, mediocre UNC team and you beat them by 1 point, and you're the defending national champions. You don't deserve to be number 5.
Syon, talk
Hey, let's
some
move
sense
on, bro.
into
I
him,
ain't
man.
even got time
Talk
for this.
some
Let's move on.
sense
Man, guys, let me go on and just lay this down and give the tiebreaker in this right now.
Okay.
Clemson being at 5, I don't think that they should be that low.
Yeah.
I think they should be above Ohio State. I feel like Ohio State should be 5.
DJ Syon, you are a guest in this house. You're about to find a way out the exit, fam.
but no, it's not that I don't believe in Ohio State. I
Yeah.
feel like Ohio State will have their chance to prove themselves, but they haven't had that chance.
Yeah.
Now, Clemson, as far as you being like, oh, well, Clemson won last year, that's last year, fam.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of things that you can say about anybody who was the champ last year.
Mm-hmm.
And also in football, like, having the players, they going to the big league. They already left.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting in these last little bit. I wonder how they really gonna handle the Alabama LSU loss.
Yeah.
Like whoever loses out of that, and then the SEC championship.
If LSU loses, they still have a shot. If Alabama loses, they have no shot. That's my opinion. Just
Fair
because
enough.
LSU has played a
I
tough
think Alabama's
schedule.
not gonna
If Alabama loses today, or if they lose to LSU, then they have no shot at going to the college football.
Alabama has a weak ass schedule. LSU has definitely. I think honestly, as a fan, I think LSU should be the number one team in the country. LSU came through time and time again. They came through. They beat UT. They came through. They beat Auburn. I think they were on the road for that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
they definitely.
LSU's proven.
LSU deserves the number one spot. But let's move along. But who else we got, fam?
Moving on to the NBA, man. A couple weeks ago, you told me the Lakers look like shit. All of a sudden, they are in first place.
Did you say?
You're a guest. Don't forget that you are a guest.
But this is my episode, though.
Yeah, tell me. What have I missed? Sully? Oh, crickets.
First of all, before you answer, are you a Clippers fan?
No, I'm not a Clippers fan.
Okay, all right. I had to.
And all honesty, I'm a Duke alumni fan. So really, I follow former Duke players. So I'm definitely following the Pelicans. Duke South as they're calling it right now. I'm following Duke basketball, of course. They just beat Kansas. Hey, Dr. Norton, if you see this, this is for you. But no, I mean, the Lakers look good. They really do look good, and there's definitely some things they could definitely work on. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel like AD needs to definitely figure out if he's gonna play facing the basket or facing away from the basket. LeBron's gonna be LeBron. Who I'm most interested in is Kuzma. Kuzma needs to find his niche, and either he needs to be a role player or he's gonna step out in the limelight and be a superstar.
He just got back, so give him a couple more weeks, man. It takes some time.
No, definitely. For when he comes back, I think he needs to figure out what's he gonna be. Is he gonna play? I mean, because Kuzma, in previous, NBA 2Ks, you have an X Factor player, right? Someone who can just kind of just lock in and start give you like 25, 30 points. Kuzma is that player.
I got you.
And he needs to definitely figure out what are you going to do. Are you going to show up or are you not going to show up? Because if you're not going to show up, ride the bench.
I got you. DJ Syon, give me some thoughts from the first couple of weeks of the NBA season. Things you've been impressed by, things you haven't been so impressed by.
I'm a big Lakers fan. Been a Lakers fan since I was in diapers.
Okay.
But the thing is, though, like right now, I like how they're gelling. As far as just on the Lakers topic, I like that he brought up Kyle Kuzma. But I also like that we have Rondo coming back, and that'll give some relief off of LeBron and off of having the ball all the time. Now we got a true point guard. Now the thing is, though, we gotta stay healthy. Just like we talking about load management and stuff with Kawhi, and I don't like it and everything. It's whatever. Especially him being called the best player in the NBA, but you're not playing.
Every game, I get it.
Bothers me. My sleeper team, as far as just watching the NBA. I like the Hawks as far as when they have Trae Young. I like what Trae Young's doing. I like.
Should Portland trade for Kevin Love?
I'm not liking that move, fam.
I don't like it either. Like, I feel like you're good with Whiteside and what's the foreign?
I think Whiteside's game is played out based on how they play today with the stretch bigs. I think that they can't trade Whiteside until December because he just got there. But I'd probably put a package together around Whiteside and maybe even McCollum, maybe, to go get Kevin Love and another player.
You're gonna trade McCollum?
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna work.
You own that shit, fam. Hell no.
How many years did you give him of not working? Oklahoma City eventually had to move on from Russ.
They scored 0 points in the fourth quarter against the.
You know what I mean?
Against the Clippers,
and he dropped 60 points the other night, and they still lost. Last time we were talking about Kyrie's 50.
I'm not with trading McCollum, fam. Because McCollum.
I mean, it's just
and Dame Dollar.
Say what?
He needs a wing player.
He needs another big, man. He needs another bigger guy. Man.
I don't know, man.
He needs a guy that's 6'10" and a guy that's 6'7".
I'm sorry. Hey, Ray Patt, normally I'm with you on a lot of things, but this is one of the ones I'm not with.
They're not the Warriors. They're not the Warriors.
They
don't even have Draymond Green. They don't have nobody to
Draymond Green's trash. We've already established that. He's trash. Trash.
Okay.
He doesn't know what he's saying. Forgive him. But that's it for headlines this week, man. Stick around. We'll be right back with the Blame Game. This week's edition of the Blame Game is presented by Hypocritically Acclaimed. Make sure you check them out on all social media, as well as hypocriticallyacclaimed.com. Again, Hypocritically Acclaimed. They ain't know.
Who ain't know?
They ain't know we was coming through.
Well, shit. Ask him. He'll tell you.
Who's to blame?
What'd you say? I can't hear you.
Who's to blame?
Ray Patt, I'm gonna use your big boy voice and speak up. What'd you say?
Sully and DJ Syon, can y'all hear me?
I can't hear you, fam.
Who's to blame?
Tell me.
Oh boy. You were just talking about it off script. We're gonna talk about it on script.
Okay.
Ohio State Chase Young suspended for receiving improper benefits. Who's to blame?
Honestly, no one's to blame. So I'm glad that Ohio State, self-reported before the NCAA gets involved. I'm just hoping, but here's my thing: if a football player of any sport, whether you're D3, JUCO, or D1, if you have to get a loan to cover basic living expenses, that says something about the NCAA. You and I have both been, proponents of, players with, getting some kind of compensation for their time in school. That's ridiculous. Like, if you have to get a loan from a family friend to cover basic living expenses, that's saying something. How much, even your D2, D3 schools, they bring a lot of money. But your D1 schools, your Ohio States, your Dukes, your Alabamas, your Auburns, they bring in billions of dollars of revenue off these players. Yeah. You can't afford to give them some kind of stipend or some kind of livable wage, so you don't have to take things from family friends to cover that's bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to cuss on the air, but that's absolute bullshit.
Go ahead, Syon. What's your take?
The NCAA is to blame.
Okay.
The reason why is because why is he asking for money in the first place?
Okay.
The NCAA could have gave him, the type of things or the tools necessary to make this happen. Instead, he had to go and talk to somebody else. And then also, he's a big-time player. Like, why is your big-time player asking for money? It's not that, like, this should already be handled. You making money off of him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, break him off some.
So, with the recent rulings of the NCAA coming out and deciding they're going to let players get paid, should this just be washed under the rug? Or since it happened before they came out with the rulings, should he be held to whatever fuckery?
I mean, honestly, I'm trying to be objective here. I mean, because there hasn't been a resolution yet, he needs to be punished because it is technically it's not authorized benefits. Yeah. But it should be one game at most. There's players who've done more that haven't been punished. You got coaches who have done more without being punished. Yeah. One game, let them sell the Maryland game. But my thing is, if it's anything larger than the Maryland game, me personally, I'm gonna race. I might email the NCAA myself and say some shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What about you, Syon? What's your take?
Along the same lines as him, you basically said everything that I wanted to say, but like, it's just one of those confusing things. Like, this needs to be fixed. Like, I think that most of it should be like no more than one game.
I got you. Moving on, the Cincinnati Bengals,
trash,
a winless football team. Who's to blame?
The entire organization.
Oh shit!
Everything, everybody. Andy Dalton, the quarterback, the cheerleaders, blame everybody for that. They call it the nasty natty for a reason, fam.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah.
The whole is a dumpster fire. Like, I don't know what they needed. They got rid of their coach from what was the coach's name from last year?
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, they got rid of him. Oh, it's Marvin Lewis. Okay, you dumped him. You can't blame it on Marvin Lewis anymore. That organization is trash. Blame the cheerleaders. Hey, blame the beer guy who's selling beer in the stand. Blame everybody. Hey, everybody needs to go. The whole team needs to go. Cut the players too. Get the replacement. Bring up the practice squad at this point. I don't even care.
Maybe they would try a little bit harder.
They might. Hey,
Syon, what's your take, man? Who's to blame?
Oh man, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Stephen A. Smith is to blame.
Oh shit!
The reason why Stephen A. Smith is to blame is because every time he asked for Marvin Lewis to get fired, and look at where they're at now.
Look what they got.
I'm a Houston Texans fan, and I remember the days where we had to play the Bengals in the first round and get a win.
Yeah.
And I loved it, but I mean, to watch them go 0-8, 0-7, and AJ Green subjected to that right now, and then Andy Dalton bench.
Yeah.
Bro, it's all bad.
Yeah. Damn, that's a nice choice though. That's against the grain a little bit too. Stephen A.
I
didn't even think about it like that.
He was on ESPN. First take, Marvin Lewis fired.
Bagging, you're right. No, you're absolutely right, man. Sacramento Kings, man. I know they won a couple nights ago, but they look like they got worse under Luke Walton, man. Who's to blame?
Luke Walton?
What's going on?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but Luke Walton is not a good coach. He was a shitty player. He was assistant. Luke Walton's not a good coach.
Hey, appreciate the rings, though.
Hey, great, right? Oh,
even though you sat on the bench.
Yes, you played with Kobe. You got a couple rings. But you are not a good coach. You are riding in Daddy's shadow. Daddy hasn't been in the league in God knows how long. Wait. I'm sorry. He's up in the box office of
I think he's
Pacers, right?
Bill Walton? Announcer.
Huh?
He's an announcer.
The Blazers?
Bill Walton?
Yeah.
He's an announcer
Oh, was he really?
college basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
But he was a good player in the league.
He was a good player. He was great in the league. His son is trash. His son is trash. Like he's not. And people think like, oh, you play with Kobe. Oh, you coach the Lakers. We're gonna give you a job. Hey, Luke Walton needs to be arrested for grand larceny.
It's just not good for Luke.
No. Hey, bro, look,
man.
you got your rings. You were a great like sub B player, not even a B player. You were a sub B player. We appreciate your, for the Lakers franchise. But Luke, you're not a good coach. I'm sorry, fam.
DJ Syon.
Man, I have nothing but to agree with what he said. Because I was never a fan of Luke Walton. I hated the way he did Lonzo Ball. I hated the way he traded. He was. I don't know exactly how he's treating the players, but like the way that he was handling the basketball team was terrible. LeBron really didn't like it very much, and then also, I mean, he should be thanking Steve Kerr and the Warriors for getting him that spot. And we'll see how De'Aaron Fox does. And Marvin Bagley does.
I agree. So I have a thing where I ask a random ass question. All right, cool. So check this out. How tall are you?
6 feet.
All right, so you're 6 foot. Let's say, do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, so you say your girlfriend's 6 foot. Right? Would you rather have a kid who's 5'5" and cold as fucking basketball, or a kid who's 6'10" and absolute trash?
Damn.
Where did you come up with these questions?
Damn, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Because the 6'10", son, I can at least be
So
like, you have a future in something else, but you 6'10".
So now I'm out looking in the corner like you a fucking waste of talent. And this is my son I'm talking about.
What you mean? You're 16, you better not come home and get fired from your job. And you come home telling me you get fired from your job, you're 16.
On his day off.
Oh, man, you better be out there dribbling the basketball, boy.
Oh, man.
So which would you rather have? A kid who's 5'6" but cold as fuck, as fucking basketball, or a kid who's 6'10", he's absolute just fucking trash?
If my kid is 5'6", I want her to be a female. Maybe there's a chance she gets.
No, it's your son, fam. 5'6", he's 5'6", and he plays JV basketball at that point.
JV basketball. So now he's just not good now. You said he was good.
Yeah, you did say it was good.
Okay. So 5'6", he's cold. He's playing varsity as a freshman, all 4 years, but he's 5'6". Or would you rather have a kid who's 6'10" and he's absolute garbage?
I want that son. I want the 5'6" son. At least we have some glory years going on to high school. He might make it through college a little bit, but we know NBA's might not gonna be there. But at least we got we can reminisce, and then he can go out and just get like a regular job and look like a regular person rather than a 6'10" person with a regular job. Don't look like a regular person.
I agree. Fair enough. I agree, and I think I'm in the same boat on that one. That's it for Blame Game this week, guys. We'll be right back with a 90-second blitz of Fire Keep. Evolve and conquer with H2 Entertainment Group's cutting-edge digital solutions. The full-service media and marketing firm produces premium branding, design, advertising, and content marketing services throughout the greater Austin area. Contact them today at www.h2entertainmentgroup.com or at H2 Entertainment Group on Facebook and Instagram. Mention the Ray Patt Show for a discount on bundled solutions. Alright guys, this week, Fire or Keep. We are halfway through the NFL season, so it's a good time to start playing. First one, New York Jets, Adam Gase, Fire or Keep.
Who's Adam Gase? Who was that?
No,
the coach. I'm sorry, the coach.
Yeah.
I think the only thing good for the Jets at this point is they beat the Cowboys.
Alright, so Fire or Keep.
We get rid of them.
Alright, Syon.
Flaming hot fire.
Ooh, shit. Cleveland Browns, Freddie Kitchens, Fire or Keep.
I say keep Freddie Kitchens, get rid of Baker Mayfield.
Okay. Syon?
This guy is crazy. Fire Freddie Kitchens.
Okay.
I don't even know why he's there in the first place.
All right. Chicago Bears, Matt Nagy, Fire or Keep.
We gon' keep Nagy and get rid of Trubisky.
Okay.
I know it's not on the list, but Mitch Trubisky is not a quarterback.
Okay.
He's a glorified. He's another Tim Tebow, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Get rid of him. Get rid of him. That's I'm gonna leave it at that.
Cam Newton to the Bears. Remember I told y'all first.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Definitely.
I like that move.
Cam Newton to the Bears. What's your take?
Keep Nagy, yeah.
Keep him?
And you got to get rid of Trubisky, bro. He's looking
terrible.
God, like bad, bro.
I got you.
Oh, bro.
Next up, Arizona Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury, Fire or Keep.
I say go back in time, hire Cliff Kingsbury. Do not draft Kyler Murray. I mean,
how far back in time are we going?
just the last year. You go with somebody else. I mean,
what other quarterback do you go with?
Put him on the hot seat.
Honestly, if I could change,
he's gonna say Haskins.
No, if I could change the whole thing, that quarterback out of Oregon would have came into the draft, and I would have took him.
See, look, how you gonna pick somebody that's come on now. I would have had him. I would have had that quarterback first because I like his legs. And that quarter, I like his legs and his body and like his pocket presence because he's bigger, like more bigger
definitely.
Body.
So my thing, but he would have declared for the draft. He would have came out. I would have drafted had he come out. If I can change the whole thing, I would have hired Cliff Kingsbury, not hire Kyler Murray, and I would have Herbert. I think is the name out of Oregon. I would have drafted him. I wouldn't have drafted Kyler.
Yeah, that's a whole fantasy though. He's requesting somebody that's
not even eligible.
Yeah.
All right, so
he was eligible. Yeah, he was eligible.
He didn't come out.
He didn't declare.
Oh, you know what? We ain't about to do this, bro. Keep going.
Syon Fire Keep Cliff Kingsbury. What's your take?
I keep him.
Okay.
And yeah, bro, it's a little bit too soon. I need to see what else they do with the team, bro. 'Cause that team is just terrible all around.
Gotcha. And the last one, Tom Herman, Fire Keep.
Fire and a cannon.
I just like we said, bro. I'm gonna give him 1 year, so then we keep.
Okay.
We keep because I don't feel like Texas is gonna do anything if you fire him.
I got you. That's it for Fire Keep. Y'all tune in. Let us know if you agree or disagree. Most of these guys want to get fired. I don't know if they should be kept. We'll be right back with DJ Syon's top 5 DJs. This should be interesting. All right, DJ. Once again, I appreciate you being here, my man. One of the things that we like to do when we do have people come by is we like to get their list, top 5 list. Who was our first week? Do you remember, Sully?
Our first week was top 5 rappers with
Griff Nation. Okay.
Then we did top 5 NFL defenses.
Okay.
And then we did with Worldwide Aaron, we did top 5 comedians.
Okay.
And then last week we did
NBA players.
Top 5 NBA players of all time.
Which means, my man, we are going to tap into your neighborhood. We are going directly to your front door. You've been in the DJ game a little bit, huh?
Okay.
Good deal. So what are some of the things you look for, man? Give me your list. Top 5 DJs. Who is number 1?
Number 1, and this list isn't like just based off of like skill. It's like based off of like what kind of like got me into DJing.
Okay. We appreciate that.
Like what got me into the whole thing of music.
Okay.
Number 1, DJ Screw.
Okay.
Can't go nowhere without Screw.
Respect.
H-Town holding it down.
Even though he's from Smithville, you know.
Okay.
Is he really?
Yeah. Born in Smithville, moved to Houston, and you know the rest is history.
Yep, I got you.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2, this one was kind of hard for me because like 2 and 3 are like hard for me in training. I'm gonna go with DJ Drama.
Ooh.
Because most of it just what he did for the whole like. I'm selling the mixtapes out the trunk, gang.
Yeah.
You know, the Gangsta Grills. Gangsta Grills is on everything, bro. If you ever heard nothing when no Gangsta Grills drop, bro, like, you crazy. I don't know where you been.
Gangsta Grills, you
Gangsta
bastards.
Grills, yes.
Yeah, I
He had
remember,
all the top, like, artists would just be like, okay, bro, I'm going to put this album to the side. Let's go on and just make this mixtape, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I like that.
Yep. So we got Screw, we got Drama. Nice list so far. Who's number 3?
Number 3, I got to go with Funk Flex.
Okay.
I love his energy.
Okay.
I love his passion. Even though I don't agree with everything that he says, but I love that like he's just so authentic. You know what you getting. You know, even though he can get annoying on the mic.
Okay.
I just like his energy.
All right.
His energy's live.
Screw, Drama, Flex. 4.
4. Jazzy Jeff.
Ooh,
Okay.
Legend.
Okay. We taking it way back on that one. Okay.
Jazzy Jeff. I like his pick of his crates and stuff like that. Like his pick of songs that he wants to mix into. His technique. And you know, I just admire. I saw him a couple times in Austin. He's been South by.
All right.
Nice.
I
think he came a little bit after South by too.
Okay.
One more time.
All right.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be back here soon.
All right. And last week we had Flex. We threw a surprise at him and he threw himself in the list. We'll see if you do the same this week. Who is number 5?
Nah, I'm not gonna put myself. I ain't that crazy.
Humble. We appreciate
humble,
that.
most definitely humble.
Okay.
I got a lot of work to do. We still adding up. I'm not just a DJ either, so
Okay.
different.
Okay.
Let's go on and I'm gonna put DJ Clue in there, bro.
Okay.
Ooh, I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Bro, like in a minute, and I'm only putting DJ Clue in there because I remember my dad like pulling up to like from the gas station with like the Desert Storm tapes and stuff like that, like all that. So I most definitely remember that.
So one of the things I first mentioned when I introduced you today is that you were also an aspiring actor here locally.
Yes, sir.
Give me the top 5 local actors right here in Austin, Texas.
I mean, to be honest, bro, I really don't know.
No?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'm new to the game.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
I shot a couple commercials.
Okay.
I got another commercial I'm doing next week.
All right.
And right now I'm working on acting. I'm getting my acting coach and all that together.
Okay.
As far as actors, I've met a couple.
Okay.
But like not really as much as a lot of people who you would think that
Okay.
like are just regular people and they are actors. So then
Alright.
hey, if you're an actor and you listening to this, man, link up so then we can like talk and like, you know, pick each other's brains and understand how we can conquer this, bro.
Yeah. Dope. Now, before we get out of here for this week, man, where can the people find you?
Oh, they can find me on social media. Social media handles on Twitter and IG are DJ Syon Cream. That's DJ SYONKREAM.
Okay.
Both on there. You can find me on Facebook too. Search up the page. It's DJ Syon. And
If they want to
Google
check
me.
you out on the ones and twos, where can they do that?
I'm normally downtown in Austin. I travel too. So then the best way to keep up is to just go to my social media and just check my page to keep up with me. You're going to catch me downtown most of the times, Fridays and Saturdays on 5th Street or 6th Street. Just, hey, don't be afraid to hit me up either.
Now, you're sending people to your social media. Are you active? Like, are you present? Or are you... Or...
Yeah, I'm present.
Okay.
I'm up here. I uploaded. I was here today.
Nice, man. We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
We
Definitely,
appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming out, man. We appreciate.
Thank y'all.
No doubt. We definitely appreciate the energy as well as the knowledge you shared with us today, man. Thank you so much. Sully, what do you have for the people, man?
Hey, look, when it comes to drinking alcohol, like spend a little bit of money. Okay? Spending $7 on a bottle of whiskey is not the best idea.
Terrible idea.
Horrible idea.
Don't do it to yourself.
If y'all can't tell, he might be a little intox. It is all good. Any upcoming announcements or anything from you, Sully?
Nah, I hopefully have some news for you next week. Like I said, I've been praying about it, setting up to God. It's no longer in my favor. It's no longer in my hands anymore. Just kind of set up to God, let him know, like, hey, this is what I want. If it's in your favor, if this is what you want from me, go ahead and deliver for me. So next week, I hope to have some news for you as well.
I know the producer always likes for me to make sure that I encourage you guys, and we appreciate your support. Please continue to go to hypocriticallyacclaimed.com and hit the subscribe button. If you like it, tell it to a friend. They might like it too. All we're here to do, we're here to be for you. We are the voice of the people right here in Austin, Texas. Y'all know who I am once again. This is Ray Patt. Until I see y'all again, never forget the famous words of your parents. Do as I say.
And don't drink and drive.
We'll see y'all next week.